tell me this: is there anything the people can do to combat this? Interesting on from this, I've got an email here from Andy, who's a big fan of yours. He heard you speaking to me. Now he's signed up and listens to you once a week. He says, Alex, is it possible, he's worried now, that the CIA or the FBI can find out who subscribes to your site or download your movies, podcasts? Could we be traced and watched?
Okay, let's be clear about this. 95% of my sites are free. If you want to download my films in super high quality, because we have to pay for the servers to do it, which costs me about $10,000 a month, you can subscribe at prisonplanet.tv and watch them in super high quality. You can get them on DVD at amazon.co.uk. In-game, Terror Storm. You can also get them on Amazon here in the U.S. or at Infowars.com. But let's be clear. The moment we give in to the chilling effect of the government may track me, they may trace me, if I'm listening to James Whale or Alex Jones, the minute you do that, they've won. Now, I've said that, and the truth is, yes. USA Today last week admitted what I've been reporting for 10 years. All of your bank accounts instantly access to the U.S. government. At least here in the U.S., England's the same way.
Yeah, I should think so. Yeah.
It's totally criminal what they do. No judge, no jury, no warrant.
Anybody can look at anything that's on the internet, however many firewalls you have.
Exactly, but more than that, look, quote, conspiracy culture is now the dominant culture. Even mainstream news admits it. So what if they know 100 million people in the U.S. and 20 million in the U.K. are checking out prisonplanet.com. So what if they find out people are listening to James Whale? I guarantee you, number one, let's say you've got 50,000 spooks, spies in England, and that's a conservative number that spy on you and watch you. How are they going to watch 5 million of you? They can't. How are 1 million spooks in the U.S. in the government? And there's not even that many. How are they going to spy on us? They don't. They have NSA keyword software that does log, that does mark down generally who's visiting what. We're all being watched, but they now know that tens of millions of us are awake. We're waking up people in government. That's the point. If we give in to the tyranny of being watched, they're going to win. We have to say, I don't care, I'm going to expose you.
Do you know, the interesting, one of my phones has been making really funny noises, and I pick it up and there's just sort of echoes on the line, so there we are.
Well, it just came out that the British government, a secret arm of it, criminally has been spying without warrants on members of Parliament. The Parliament is the government, exactly. But now the executive and the defense contractors that run your country are now spying on Parliament. Spying, that's meant to be against Gaddafi or Saddam. Now, you see, that apparatus is being swung around onto your country. Those people are the traitors. People that spy on your government, that's the treason.
Okay, good little news story I've just seen coming in on one of our papers for Tuesday. Call to limit powers of religious schools. Oh, that's good news. At least I think it is anyway. Now, Simon from Belfast sent me this email, Alex, and he wants to know, have you heard of the claims of Benjamin Fulford?
Benjamin Fulford, of course, wrote for Forbes, a prominent financial writer of more than 15 years. Apparently. And I've interviewed him several times, and he believes that he tells the same story I do. It's just I document it. I'm not bashing Benjamin. It's just he tells the same story that the Asian mafia has learned of the globalist plan to exterminate them en masse, and that SARS was engineered as a soft-kill bioweapon test. I do believe that as well. There's evidence, and that they're now mad, threatening to kill the Illuminati. At that point, again, 99% of what he's saying is true. Then he puts that cherry on top. You can debate whether it's a cherry on top or something else.
That's the Illuminati.
Yes. Okay. Well, I mean, the Illuminati is in the encyclopedia. The Illuminati... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go on. You explain it.
No, it's just that was a term 300 years ago, 230 years ago, for one secretive group that wanted to, through intrigue, overthrow governments. They called intelligence agencies, both corporate, government, both secret societies. Then, the Secret Service that guards the president, or in your country. Then in about 1900, they started calling it intelligence agencies. So that's all a secret society is. Is the current group, the same Illuminati? it is some of the same families. The Illuminati was successful in setting up Napoleon while playing England off against it, and then they were able to crash the British stock market, claiming that Napoleon had beaten Lord Wellington when it wasn't true. In-game covers all of this, so the Rothschilds were able to buy up 98% of the British stock market when the British Empire ruled the world and was just entering the heyday. And so that's why the Anglo-American elite has been dominant, is because this private banking family hijacked the helm of Britannia.
Okay, another break. First, before we take the break, it's a nice bit of music to wake you up. I'm just concerned, sometimes you might have a lot to think about listening to the show tonight, and wanted to wake you up, particularly if you are driving, because I know a lot of you out there spend a lot of time on the road. So we just, I'd like to take this time to remind you to plan regular 15-minute breaks every 2 hours of driving, to avoid driving when you're tired. I can remember when I used to commute from London right up nearly 300 miles to the north. There was times when my eyelids were just beginning to sort of get heavy. I'd pull off. I'd go and have some really unhealthy food: bacon, eggs, sausage, cup of coffee. I'll be fine.
Black pudding?
Black pudding. Last year it was revealed that those who drive for work are less likely to agree that it's dangerous. I know a lot of you guys driving the big butch trucks out there listening tonight, but an estimated 300 people a year are killed where a driver's fallen asleep at the wheel. 10% of all accidents are caused by driver tiredness. I've experienced it, you've experienced it. It's a dangerous, dangerous thing. A lot of people who drive professionally, though, will tell you, they never get tired. We all get tired. To avoid driving when you're tired, make sure to plan ahead. Know where you're going to stop. There are loads of great places to stop. Have a good night's sleep before setting out, and if you find that you start to feel sleepy, find a safe place to stop as soon as possible. It doesn't necessarily help to open the windows and turn the radio up. You've got to stop. Once you begin to suddenly find yourself arriving further up the road than you remember, you are in a dangerous situation. Listen, guys, I want to keep all the listeners I can, so be very, very, very careful. All right, have a cup of coffee, pull over. Listen, if the boss is on your back to get there quickly, you tell him to give me a ring. For more information on fatigue road safety, just go to thinkroadsafety.gov.uk, and remember, think tiredness can kill. Okay, we're with Alex Jones, helping to save the world, eh, Alex?
Absolutely, James. One time I was coming back from deer hunting with a friend. I was about 16, and I fell asleep in the driver's seat, and I woke up when he ran off a 40-foot embankment and flipped the truck 3 times, so that's definitely dangerous. The problem is Toyota and others want to hook a retina scanner up, like Void Comp from Blade Runner, that scans your retina in real time. And if you start showing signs, I'm serious, of being sleepy,
no,
it will call through the cell phone and call the police on you. That's the problem. And I know you've got loaded phones, but let me just throw this story out real fast.
Go on.
Speaking of that, Google 2 years ago announced that they're using the cameras and microphones built into all the new computers to watch you and listen to you in real time without a warrant, without any authorization. They say that they're only having computer systems watch you, that it then records all your words and your facial mannerisms. They hear a dog bark in the background. They brag that dog food ads will flash up on the different sites that you're visiting. But now Comcast, it came out in the U.S. News, the second largest cable company, says that they're going to be watching you as well with new cameras built in to the cable boxes. So see, we're becoming more Big Brother than Big Brother.